Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. And if you are, I feel like this is a bit of an unusual sort of video on my channel, but this isn't the first time I'm doing this. I think the previous times I wasn't able to sleep might have been for different reasons, but why I'm up now is killer cramps. I also got a lot of sleep earlier today. Even though it's hard to explain, I feel like I will try and make this make the most sense. It is 12:30. I tried sleeping for 2 hours because I went to bed at 10:30 tonight and didn't get any sort of quality sleep. I slowly drifted off and then would basically wake up right away just from my cramping. It's distracting, but I did already get a lot of sleep during the daylight. It was my day off, and because I was hurting and feeling a little bit lazy and had nothing to do, I did get a lot of sleep, which in hindsight was a bit of a mistake because it has thrown off my sleep schedule. But oh well, I can't sleep now, so I'm going to try and get a couple things done, and I thought I'd vlog just to have some company. So I got up at 12:30. It's actually closer to 1, I think, from getting my camera, finding a few things to do, and I think I will do the more productive things first. I thought I'd mention as well, I am trying to keep quiet. Maybe it doesn't seem like it, but I'm down the other end of the house from where Bren, my husband, is sleeping because he is not having any sleep issues, but I still don't want to be too loud and wake him up. So I'm just going to be down here in my makeup room, my bathroom, because I think I will have a bath later after I do some, like I said, productive things. And I guess I've got the guest room as well, so I'll just sort of take over this space while I try and entertain myself. Obviously, if I feel sleepy and do get a couple hours sleep, that's great, but I'm not counting on it. Why I'm here making this video, although I guess this clip won't see the light of day if I actually fall asleep, because that wouldn't be much of a video. I want to clarify as well, I don't know if I've explained it properly already. I'm not sleepy, obviously why I'm not sleeping, but I am still tired, I think, from the fatigue, so I really hope it makes sense in this video. But I think what I'm going to do from here, now that I've explained everything, is get onto some tasks. Although before I do that, I might actually make a little midnight snack. I feel hungry at the moment, kind of common on my period, I guess, but I think it's more than that. I don't know what it is. Dinner was kind of small because I felt sick, and at the moment I can actually hear my stomach grumbling, so I think that's a sign. I'm gonna go to the kitchen and get something quiet to eat. Brought back a little peanut butter sandwich with me, and immediately I don't want this. I kind of wish I had Vegemite instead. I realized right after I sat down, but you know, food's food. It will hopefully make my stomach quieten down a little bit, and I guess I'll just feel a little bit more comfortable. So I'm gonna have this. I guess I'll watch a little bit of YouTube just because I don't want to sit here quietly and do absolutely nothing. I will get bored out of my mind, but God knows I'm not going to be able to chat while I have a mouthful of peanut butter. I'm going to watch something, and then, like I said, we'll get on to something a little bit more productive. I think I've got everything I need. Nearly. Alright, here's my little pile of things to keep me entertained. I have my planner because I want to do my weekly plan. I normally do that on my weekend, but haven't done it yet, so I'll do that in a bit. I've got my Kindle because I do want some time for reading, just for entertainment. I don't think I'll watch anything. I've been really loving this. I haven't had the Kindle too long. Maybe I'll talk more about it in a bit. And this book I actually finished reading last night. Last time I lied. I really liked it. Well, I really did like it. But yeah, I've got to find something new to read. And this, the most random thing in the world, I've got a needle and thread because I've got some mending to do. of all objects, it is a bag. I will show you closer in a sec, but I've just got to fix some zippers. So yeah, that's my plan for the next few hours. All right, so about the bags, I've got 2 duffel bags here that I need to mend because I've tried to do this Frankenstein's monster situation with the zippers. I've actually done this once before, so I'll show you. If you can sort of see the black stitching there, I cut the base of the zipper to replace the actual zipper. Not the zipper track, but the little train on the track. Does that make sense? And I've had to do the same again because this bag busted when I was traveling last. I was in Peachester. I wasn't traveling, it was a weekend away, but I had this bag stuffed to the brim with regular stuff I needed and wigs and lights and all sorts of weird stuff for my friend's birthday. So I've had to replace the zipper. This is a really nice bag. I think I got it from a like secondhand shop or something ages ago, but it just says Chopper Chops Ranger on it. It's pretty cute and it is a really good size for weekends away. Either Bren or myself will use that in the upcoming weekend because we're going away for our anniversary. I know I mentioned this in the last video. I just said we were going away and I didn't say where. I'm not going to say it again now because next video I will be there, so I'll just talk about it once I'm there and show you all of that. But for now I've got to get this bag fixed because it'll be great to pack. The zips on the track, that was not too tricky, but I just find this easier. I don't have the other crumpled metal piece to show you, but it's a really old bag, so it just sort of fell apart, the actual zipper piece, and this is just a lot easier than replacing the whole zipper trail. But I've got to sew where I cut it, and that zip I actually ripped off like a cheap bag I ended up throwing in the bin. I tried to take the zipper off this one, but it was too big. So if you ever need to do a fix like this, just make sure you grab the right size zipper thing. Yeah, I think that is probably just common sense, but I didn't think about it. I thought that every zipper would probably be the same size on a bag like this. Yeah, the tiredness is getting to me. I think though what I'm going to do is just focus on doing this. It's just a couple stitches, shouldn't take too long. Thought I would show you as well these needles. If anybody sews, you know the pain of threading a needle, and there are those little metal things that you can put through a needle like to feed it, but this is even better, and this is relatively new to me. I don't know if you could hear that. You definitely weren't focused on it, but I didn't actually thread it through on these needles, and I've got to look up what they're called. This is now threaded, but it's basically snapped in and out like magic. Again, relatively new for me. I don't know how long stuff like this has been around, probably a long time. This just makes it a little bit easier because my eyes are sore and it would be very tricky to actually thread it properly. Just because the sewing task can seem a little bit tedious, I am also going to watch something. I've got a little bit of what I was watching before when I was eating left. It is the Sex and the City commentary video. It is by a channel that normally does like reality stuff. Her channel is called Real Housewives Recaps. Basically, in the video I'm watching now, she is watching and reacting to an episode of Sex and the City that Michael Patrick King reacted to, and she's really funny. So I'll make sure I link that up and down below in case you want to check it out. But I'm just going to finish this and get the sewing done. Alright, so zippers are done. Here's one of them on this black bag. I've got brown thread on here. I used the same for both just because I couldn't find my black, but I do think having it like this made it a bit easier to see, and also will be a bit of a reminder not to yank this too hard back and accidentally bust it open. So that's one. Got another one here. Not super neat, but it serves the purpose. So those are done. All right, so from here, I think what I'm going to do is my weekly planning. It's not going to be too in-depth since I don't have any appointments. I think I've just got one social plan during the week, and it's a 3-day week for me. So I'll basically put down my shifts, Bren's shifts, to keep track for our time together, and also make any notes about planning for the weekend away. So I'm just gonna get that done. Alright, my weekly planning is done. I don't have much going on, but this just makes me feel a lot more organized to see my week ahead. Alright, with that out of the way, now my few important tasks are done. Not that they were that taxing, but now the rest of the night is more like relaxation until morning. But what I've got here is my Kindle. I'm all ready for a reading break, and I'll just explain. This one I got in the Prime sale. It is the, I want to say, 10th generation 2019 Kindle. Basically it's the smallest one on the market, I think, and the cheapest, and I got it for, I want to say, $50 in the Prime Day sale. Let's double check. I don't know why I can't figure this out, if it's because Prime Day is over, maybe the price disappeared, or maybe I'm just that tired. I can't find the price for certain, but I'm pretty sure it was $50 or less. And I'm really happy with this. Honestly, I think it would have been worth it even if I paid full price, but obviously getting it on a deal was just a lot nicer. Now, I think I was starting to say what I've read. So I did read Lock Every Door by Riley Sager and The Last Time I Lied. I read Lock Every Door in the course of one afternoon, the first day that I set this up and had time to read. I read Last Time I Lied over the course of 3 days, and that wasn't anything against the plot. I just had less time and I guess attention span, but I liked both, so I might actually read another Riley Sager. Funnily enough, I mean, I've been using Audible for a while. I've spoken about that, how I do like audiobooks, and I listened to The House Across the Lake, which is also by the same author, and prior to this I did a whole spate of like Shari LaPena and I want to say Lisa Jewell. So for some reason that works for me, just sticking with the same author for a little bit when I find one that I like. I've got a list of some other books by him, so I'm just going to see if any of these names jump out to me. Earlier today or yesterday or whatever I'm calling it, after I finished reading The Last Time I Lied, I listened to a whole bunch of YouTube reviews on basically all his books, and there was one that I thought I would like. I think the next one I wanted to read would either be The Final Girls or Home Before Dark, but I think Home Before Dark is meant to be a bit scary, and I don't know if I want to read that tonight in case I get too spooked. So the next one I guess I'll read will be Final Girls. That looks pretty interesting, although I have heard very mixed reviews. Some people say this is like really good, some people say the twist is too obvious, but either way I like this author's writing style so far, so I think it'll be good. I'm just gonna get this one and read for a little bit and see what I think of it myself. Alright, it's a good while later and I've actually made it a quarter of the way through this book. I am liking it so far and I'm keen to see how the rest of it goes, but I will give my eyes a break, and I think rather than just using the heat pack like I have been for most of the night, I'm actually going to take it one step further and have a bath. It's my favorite thing to do just to help out my back and my tummy when it's hurting, and I filled the tub with Epsom salts as well, so that should be extra relaxing. Plus I've set up my lights and my candles just to make it really cozy, so I'll show you that. I just love my bathroom when it looks like this. So cozy, so cute. And while I could technically read in the bath, I think it'd be a bit risky since the Kindle isn't waterproof. I know some of the newer ones are, but like I said, I want to give my eyes a break as well. So I'm probably just going to soak and put something on to watch in the background. I've been doing a rewatch on Sex and the City, and it's something I've seen so many times, but it's just something light to have on in the background while I sort of mentally veg out a little bit.
The sun's coming up, it's morning now, so I'm just going to do my standard morning routine, get ready for work and work today, but I guess I'll probably have a good sleep tonight. Thank you for spending this sleepless night with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!